I talked about the 3 things that I've learned in the last 6 months as it relates to money. They were belief, poverty mindset, and respecting money. In today's podcast, I want to focus on respecting money. This is so important because many of us, I can talk about me, would spend frivolously. I would pay my bills, but I would still, whatever I had left over, I would get exactly what I desired, what I wanted. It was no delayed gratification. In my mind, it was like, I work every day. I've paid my bills. I've paid my mortgage. I've paid my rent. I've paid a car payment and all of these other luxuries and things that I had that I would pay that. So it was like, hey, I can treat myself. I can get an iPad or an iMac or, clothes, makeup, things of those. And I'm not to say that those things aren't, desired, or those things are not necessities, but my mindset and how I spent my money, there was chaos. They were not in alignment with each other. So today I'm focusing on respecting money. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this one first is you guys are on this journey with me. And I am going through it in real time. And today I had to go and return a garment back to the store. And I knew that I was going to have to go to Target once I returned that to another store. And I knew the 3 things I wanted to get from Target. I wanted to get mouthwash, Vaseline, and some dishwashing liquid. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I went into Target, like most of us do, Target is a playground for me. I looked at chips. I looked at spaghetti sauce. I looked at dip. I looked in the baking aisle. I went to all these aisles in Target knowing that I did not want them. I did not need them. But what I found is the old habit was trying to present itself like, okay, go ahead and get those chips. Actually, they're 19 cents off. They're on sale. Oh my gosh, it's Target Circle Week, But what I noticed is I said, no, I'm staying true to my budget. And for the last 2 days, I've been able to go in stores and get exactly what's on my list, get exactly what is desired and needed, and not overspend. And I'm telling you guys, when I got back home, I was just like, wow, I felt so good. I felt so relieved. But I want to share with you guys the feeling that I felt. And one of the feelings that I felt was a reduced financial stress, which means that I did not stress about money. Because I know had I spent and got those other things that were not on my list, that were not needed, they really were not needed, that I would have been stressed like, okay, how much money did I spend? Okay, so next week I gotta, slow up or decrease what I'm gonna spend here and there. Okay, the grocery bill, okay, I'm not gonna be able to get that. I'm gonna have to shave off maybe like $20 off of that. But what I learned is by respecting money and managing it more responsibly, that I minimize my financial stress and my anxiety. And it was such a mental clarity that it's now motivated me, and it has me in this mindset and in this frame of mind to continue to focus on our strategic financial planning. And, how are we going to continue to build wealth? These are like the baby steps for us. This is like mindset. Yes, I can tell you go ahead and get an emergency fund, and I can say go ahead and save and do all of those things and to budget. And this may be another name for budgeting, but I'm not there yet. I'm still getting my mind, my will, and what comes out of my mouth in alignment and getting them all on the same page to understand, okay, this is your long-term goal. You already see the vision of what you want to do. What you have to do now is these baby steps. This is a baby step for me to go into a store and get exactly what is needed and not anything more. Another feeling is feeling good about making a good decision. Just making a good decision as it relates to my money. I'm really good. I can make a business decision. I'm very, a person that is very decisive, and I can make those quick decisions. But this is better decision making in my case, because respecting money encourages me to be mindful of my spending and thoughtful of the financial decisions that I am making going forward in my life. I say this, I don't know. I know how many days and months and years I have behind me up until this very moment, but I don't know how many I have ahead of me. So I don't have the time that I used to have in my 20s and, hey, I can spend because I can, start saving later. No, the later has arrived. The later has arrived, and I realized if I wanted to retire in 10 years, I don't have enough to retire and live the life that I desire. So what this has done for me is it has prevented me from making these impulse spending purchases and wasting money. And I got to ensure that the money that I have today is directed toward the activities and the investments and the life that I desire in the future. That's just it. And that they align with my financial goals. And one more thing, my last thing, because we've talked about, it has reduced my financial stress. It is also having me to make better decision making when it comes to my money. And it has also provided me this stability and security that I enjoy, that is so much less stress, that it is a financial security and stability that propels me forward. It pulls me forward. So no matter what comes my way, I feel like, okay, the feeling that respecting money has brought over you. And it's like a drug. I want to continue to feel this feeling over and over again. So for me, respecting money has led to me carefully managing the finances all across the board, even when it comes to the kid, because I have an early teenager kid. And I want to share something with you guys that I heard a gentleman say on another podcast. My kid, like most kids his age and a little bit, they love these video games and Roblox. And, my thing is, you are using real money to buy fake money and play a game that has no return, no visible, no concrete, no tangible return for you. So I proposed to him, you won't be spending any more money in this video game. Let's check and see how much the stock costs. Here's what one share of this stock costs. I tell you what, you purchase one stock or a slice of this stock, then we can talk about maybe you purchasing, using real money to purchase fake money to play within this game. So it's just having that stability and that security, and ensuring that myself and our children carefully manage their finances, reducing the likelihood of falling into debt or frivolous purchases. And also, my decisions today are building a safety net, not just for my husband and I, but for our entire family and for the next generation. Because this is information, this is knowledge, this is information and knowledge that I can pass down to my children in real time. Because I can give them things, and I can pass down money, and I can pass down houses and property and real estate and all these things. But if I'm not teaching them how to manage, but Sequita is learning to manage it better. So that's why I came on to talk about, because I know I am not the only one. And I know that someone out there is in this reflection season of their life, in this turning point, transition of where they're thinking about, what do I desire for the future? I want to get out of the rat race, off the hamster wheel. And I want to live a soft life, a ease life, a life where I get to spend it with my family and not have to work so hard. And in order for us to do that, one of the main things we have to do is respect the money that we are blessed with. Respect the resources that the source, God, brings into our life. So that is it for today. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll be discussing, next episodes to come, we'll be discussing beliefs and poverty mindset. Thank you. Bye.